Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Welcome. Today is Wednesday, January 2nd, 2019. It's my first time saying 2019. Wow. It's a whole new year. Oh, and this is my first cup of coffee. I'm back with a haircut, ready to tackle the year in the week. Yeah. Hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve. If you did anything, hopefully you were safe and maybe enjoyed the company of others. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if any martial arts traditions around New Year's. I don't have any. I don't know of anyone that gets together and trains when the ball drops or anything like that. But maybe we should. Maybe we should have martial arts traditions. There. So resolutions. It's a big thing people are talking about right now. Is what are your New Year's resolutions? And I have one. I've only ever had one, and it's to make this the best year yet. And with a few exceptions, that's been true. My life continues to get better. Why? Because I make it that way. Because I put the effort into that. And because I'm growing as a person and my ability to enjoy where I'm at continues to expand. So, yeah. 2018 was the best year of my life, without a doubt. And 2019 is going to be even better. And I'm looking forward to it. And yay, coffee. We've got a post up at both on Facebook and on Instagram asking people about their 2019 martial arts goals. And it's funny. The goal setting that people are doing is kind of crummy for the most part. Most people don't set definable goals. Why? Because they don't want to fail. So if you look at these posts, you'll see people saying things like, I want to get better at this thing. I want to get back in the gym. I want to not be scared of something. Okay? I mean, the sentiment there is great. The intention is wonderful. But how are you going to know if you accomplish that goal? If it's not a goal that you're willing to put a definable, a concrete endpoint, if you're not willing to put a parameter on it that you can look at and say, yes, I absolutely or absolutely did not accomplish this, then it's probably not a goal that's important to you. It's not something you're going to work towards. And thus, why bother? I don't know. I find it interesting. I find people's fear of failure to be so interesting. I'm afraid of failure. Just not in the way that most people are. My fear of failure had always been around personal relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, fear of judgment. But I was never afraid of going after things personally or professionally. I never had a problem saying, oh, this is the year that I'm going to do, such and such with my martial arts. This is the year that I'm going to try running track when I was in high school, or I'm going to try this new martial art or whatever. And I just wish people were more willing to understand that failure, first off, failure, as I define it, failure is when you don't reach the goal, but also give up. Because I can not reach the goal and continue attempting. Keep trying. That's not failure. That's not yet success. But failure teaches us stuff. We learn way more when we screw something up, when we don't succeed, than when we do. It's a whole way of not. You learn what not to do. You learn how not to go after something. Sometimes you learn a lot. Sometimes you learn a little. But if you succeed, all you learn is one way to get there. Might not be the best way. How often have you heard someone say, oh, but this works? Yeah, but is there a way that works better? I'm sure I could come up with an apple pie recipe that tasted really good, but took 4 hours. Why would I not want a better one? If I spent the entire time afraid that subsequent apple pies weren't going to come out as well, every time I made pie, I'd be burning extra time that I didn't need to. You'd say the same thing about anything, your martial arts training or whatever else. There are plenty of martial arts classes out there that I could teach more effectively in 15 minutes. I've seen them. I've trained them. You give me 15 minutes and I'll make you better. Just because you have 60 minutes and you've always trained in that way doesn't mean that's the best way to spend that 60 minutes. One of my favorite sayings is to always do things 15% differently. That means you've got a solid 85% that's tried and true, and you're taking a small risk. 15%, that's what, just about a sixth? So you've got that element of novelty that should keep you or other people engaged. And let's say from that 15%, you get a little bit that's worth keeping, and the rest is not. What happens if you do that continuously? What if that 15% happens every time you do something? You get really good. Because that 85, that tried and true, that becomes solid. You got to take risks, but they should be calculated. They should be intelligent. They should be risks where both the failure or the success are likely to show you something, teach you something new. And so that's what I want of you today. I want you to look at your day. I want you to look at your life, look at the upcoming year. And choose a goal. Pick a target if that's the way you approach things. And I want you to spend some time considering how you're going to get from A to B. If you are serious about your goals, you should write it down. You should read it out loud every day. And you should write it from the past tense of having accomplished it. So, for example, one of the goals I set professionally every year is around a revenue target for whistlekick. So that goal, as I read it, would say in 2019, whistlekick revenue exceeded X dollars. If I'm striving to earn, a particular rank, in 2019 I earned my blank belt in whatever style. And once you've got the end point, figure out what you have to do to get there. And be willing to take some small risks along the way, to try some things a little bit differently. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You can't have growth without change. And then the final thing, if earning black belt is on your list, I don't know anyone who's ever earned a black belt without some outside training. I see a lot of people who refuse to train outside their classes. And if you want to be a black belt, you have to start training like a black belt. The sooner you are willing to find a way to train on your own outside of class, even if it's a few minutes, even if it's a minute a day, you're going to get that much better that much sooner. So, bam. That's first cup for today. We have a new promotion. It's part of the newsletter. I'm going to not tell you about those anymore. Ha! You guys sign up for the newsletter. whistlekick.com. Sign up. There's a pop-up. Get you on the newsletter. If you don't see it, email me, jeremy@whistlekick.com. We'll add you. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to have a great day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.